17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
But on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, receive.
Welcome to this episode of Biker Wars with Bill Stacks. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Before we get started, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Got a lot of great content for you guys. And today, I know I'm a little short with this story, but today we're going to be talking about the road rage incident with the Phantom MC Motorcycle Club. So this happened down in Florida about a week ago, and I was sick as hell. I was out of commission for about a week and a half, so I really couldn't do too much. But I'm back now. That's all that matters, right? So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. There was a guy out in Connecticut who was arrested for murder. He killed his girlfriend and their son. It says CT man accused of killing woman and his son deemed not high risk after 2022 assault records show. He was just caught. Man charged with killing his girlfriend and his toddler son in West Haven, Connecticut, February 15th, was deemed not a high risk for a length for lethality following 2022 domestic assault involving another woman, court documents said. A little more than 2 years later, Javon Tyrese Fletcher, 26, is now facing 2 counts of murder. 2 counts of murder with special circumstances and 1 count of risk of injury, causing repeatedly stabbing his girlfriend, Haley Miller, 19, and Tanaja Fletcher, his 2-year-old son from a previous relationship. Fletcher's previously was arrested in August 2022 by Connecticut State Police after an assault on another woman, according to a police report. Fletcher is accused of punching and striking the woman repeatedly while he was driving with her and a child on Interstate 95, the report said. It's unclear whether the child referred to in the 2022 report is Fletcher's son. The baby was in the car, was 3 months old at the time of the police report. The woman told state police that Fletcher struck her in the head and face repeatedly and refused to stop and let her out as he drove. The report said as she screamed for help and tried to call police, he took her phone and hung up. Report said that he grabbed her to prevent her from yelling to other motorists for help, and he banged her head against the car window. By the time Fletcher did pull over in Milford, the woman had abrasions on her right shoulder and a large lump on her forehead above her right eye. After talking with the woman, state police said she was not a high risk of lethality by Fletcher, reports said. Fletcher was charged with risk injury to a child, 3rd-degree assault, 3rd-degree threatening, breach of peace, and interfering with an emergency call. He pleaded guilty to second-degree breach of peace, and that's it. What? So they dropped all the other charges? He received 6 months suspended prison sentence and 18 months conditional discharge. Like what? What? West Haven police said they found Miller. He must be an illegal migrant, right? West Haven police said they found Miller and his toddler. Found Miller and the toddler dead after receiving reports of screaming and yelling coming from Melanie Road apartments around 8:50. February 15th, callers reported that a man had jumped through the second floor glass window, landing on the walkway, and that led to the apartment. Sergeant Scott Allard said police found Fletcher on the ground and took him to the hospital. So he jumped out of the window and hurt himself, and they ended up taking him to the hospital. Miller and the toddler suffered multiple stab wounds. Miller's cousin, Nicolette Neely, described Miller as a incredibly kind, incredibly thoughtful. Neely said she was very close to Miller, and Miller had started the process of applying for nursing school. She had plans to do so much with her life. She was lost way too soon. Miller was the mother of a young boy named Jackson, who was present when the attack occurred, so the other baby lived. Fletcher was released from the hospital Tuesday morning and appeared via video for arraignment in court in Milford. The judge ordered him held on a $3 million bond. The judge sealed all reports in the case, and Fletcher's next court date is March 13th. The judge also ordered Fletcher not to have any contact with the victims' families or potential witnesses. The bail commissioner said a breach of peace conviction from last February involving a different victim. That's insane. The judge said the latest charges against Fletcher are as serious as they get. Well, too bad they don't have the death penalty in Connecticut anymore. They took that off the table, so he'll probably spend the rest of his life in prison, and that's that, right? But today, a very sad situation there. Let me give a couple of shout outs. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Mark, what's going on? Carney's Ride. Raven, how are you? Donald, what's good? Yeah, way to go, huh? You're here, right, Donald? I think you belong in the motherfucking toilet, bitch. Let's comment there. Blow me from the sidelines. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hey, Craig, how are you? So today we're talking about these stupid ass bitches never get it, huh? They don't seem to understand that I really don't give a fuck. And they will be flushed. On demand. They will be flushed right away. Let me jiggle the fucking handle. I think the turd named Donald got stuck there. Let's have some fun. So, today we're talking about 2 members of the motorcycle club arrested as shooting investigation continues. This happened February 16, 2025. In Punta Gorda, Florida. Punta Gorda, Florida. 2 members of a motorcycle club are arrested for a road rage incident. Let me show you a picture of these bright individuals. And you can see he has soft colors on. There's a diamond on the front of his shirt, just like the other guy. the other fucking dingleberry from yesterday. That was this dingle. This guy was arrested for child P charges, rocking a bona fide 1%er jersey. He's a bona fide piece of shit. But anyway, today we're talking about these two guys. This guy and this guy. Fucking woolly mammoth. So, the shooting happened around 6:30 on Saturday, February 15th. Charlotte County deputies were contacted by officers in Punta Gorda Police Department regarding a road rage incident that included firearms being discharged. And it was near a bridge, the Gilchrist Bridge. For a short while, the bridge was closed as detectives investigated. Investigators found multiple motorcycles were involved, and the bikes matching the description of those involved were located at a Shell gas station on Jones Loop Road in Punta Gorda. Deputies arrived and detained the bikers, who were wearing vests and patches signifying they belonged to the Phantoms Motorcycle Club. So these guys aren't too bright. They're riding around with cuts on their back, shooting guns in public. Like, I don't know. I think we're going to have a new thing where we give out awards for the stupidest people on earth. The dumbest people on earth award. Because, I mean, how are you going to wear a cut with the fucking name of your club on the back of your back and where you're from? You might as well have a GPS locator on yourself and then do some shit like this. It's like really stupid. So it says deputies arrived and detained the bikers, who were wearing vests and patches signifying they belong to the Phantoms Motorcycle Club, who are known to be 1%ers, the club that believes that 1% do not fall within the laws. As deputies began to search the members, they located marijuana, a weapon concealed in their vests, and vehicles to include firearms, brass knuckles, and a knife. 2 members of the motorcycle club were placed under arrest on various charges related to these findings. The shooting investigation remains open at the time, and further details will be provided as they are made. So I wonder if they were with other people, because it sounds like they were with other people, and they're the ones that had the weapons on them. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just crazy. I am thankful. This is the sheriff saying this. I am thankful that this reckless behavior did not result in anyone being hurt or worse. Thank you to my deputies and detectives for your partners, and to our partners in Punta Gorda Police Department for a quick response that led to us apprehending these suspects. The original incident is being investigated, and those who carelessly fired their guns and endangered others will be held accountable. Because I think they're probably going to hit them with some gang-enhanced charges. They're going to be screwed. Especially down in Florida. They don't fuck around. California, Florida, Texas. Those are places you do not want to do some shit like this. Both Sizemore and Davis face charges of marijuana possession of drug paraphernalia. Davis also being charged with carrying a concealed weapon. Both suspects have bonded out, so they're out of jail from the Charlotte County Jail at the time of this release. Any additional information will come when the investigation continues. So I have a newscast. We're going to take a look at it.
It's crazy. I'm scared for the young people, the young kids.
Tonight, these two men
I'm
are out
scared.
on bond in Charlotte County after investigators say they were involved in a road rage shooting. This happened Saturday night on Gilchrist Bridge between Charlotte Harbor and Punta Gorda. Reporter Elise Chengiri is in Charlotte County, speaking with people who say all of these road rage stories are making them a little nervous about driving.
Charlotte County Sheriff's Office hasn't said who else was involved in this road rage shooting or how exactly it started. And in the meantime, speaking with neighbors throughout the area, they say no one should be pulling out a gun here on our roadways. As a matter of fact, I spoke with an avid motorcyclist today who says years ago, someone pulled a gun on him in a road rage incident.
Yeah, that first guy I showed you, that guy is the one that got caught with the child P charges. Yeah, he's a member of the Banditos Motorcycle Club. Hopefully they take care of him because, I mean, anyone that lets a child predator in their club and lets them stay there, that's no bueno. So hopefully they'll take care of him. Along with that pagan that was caught in that sting. He got caught with some child charges too. Remember that guy? Yeah, we'll get his picture too. But I did a show about that guy. But these guys are with the Phantom Motorcycle Club. We're going to talk about them in a minute.
What do? You have to defend yourself. There were times where I was yelling at someone saying, hey, I'm right here in your blind spot. And they pulled the firearm on me while I was riding my motorcycle.
Evo Moreno tells me he's been riding for 32 years and a veteran who learned to keep his cool in such an alarming situation. He says the best thing to do is just get out of a dangerous situation as quickly as possible. This comes as a shooting closed down the southbound side of US41 on Saturday night to investigate a road rage incident.
We come back from the tiki bar and we were going home and we seen the cops. We thought they were pulling cars over. And they were just waving us to go by. We didn't know what was going on.
Deputies tracked down the motorcyclists who they say were involved, finding them at the Shell gas station on Jones Loop Road.
Yeah, look,
CCSO
they were with other people, see? There's some more people right there. There's 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. So they must have been in a pack. And I just think it's pretty stupid to pull out a gun and start shooting while you have a cut on your back. Like
Jones Loop Road. CCSO says Chris Sizemore and Daniel Davis are in the Phantoms Motorcycle Club, who are known as the 1%ers. Deputies found guns in their biker vests, brass knuckles, and a knife.
You know, I think it's crazy. It's too bad that people have to fear for that. Be nice to have some peace and serenity in this world again.
Sizemore and Davis have since bonded out of jail. And now Charlotte County Sheriff's Office says additional charges may be coming pending this ongoing investigation. Here in Charlotte County, Elise Chengiri.
Can you imagine that? So you get arrested for this type of shit, right? And then you bond out and all of a sudden you get arrested again and they up the charges.
Gulf Coast News.
You heard Elise reference that the suspects are part of the 1%ers. Well, the history of 1%ers Club goes back nearly 80 years. In 1947, the American Motorcycle Association coined the term in response to the Hollister riot in California. 1% meaning they are the 1% that do not follow the law. Some of the most well-known groups are Hell's Angels, Banditos Motorcycle Club, and Warlocks Motorcycle Club.
Hey, Darren, what's up?
Which was founded in Florida in 1967. Back in 2015, we spoke to a man at a Cape Coral bike night who used to be part of this group.
I used to be a 1%er. That's about how many bikers are in motorcycle clubs that are like outlaws, 1%.
A lot has changed since these groups first formed.
That's a good analogy. So all these people that think everybody that's in these clubs is a criminal, about 1% of the people in these clubs are criminals. It's not a big criminal enterprise like the police and And the news would like you to think that's not how it is. They don't, oh, we're going to join this club so we can commit crimes and live outside the law. That's definitely not how they do it. They're not all criminals. There's about 1% of criminals in the fucking motorcycle club community. And then you got people like this that ruin it for everyone else. People like this. Or people like this that really take the cake. There's a special place in hell for a person like this.
Agencies are now able to charge clubs under RICO, or the Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act.
Oh.
The same law that was created to take down the mafia.
Blaine, thank you. We have new information about that road rage incident that ended in gunfire in Charlotte County. We actually brought this to you as breaking news last night. We now know 2 members of a motorcycle club are now facing charges because of what deputies found on them while investigating. The incident shut down the Gilchrist Bridge for hours last night. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office and Punta Gorda Police tell us they found the motorcycles and bikes believed to be involved at the nearby Shell gas station on Jones Loop Road in Punta Gorda. Deputies ultimately arrested 2 bikers, Chris Sizemore and Daniel Davis, after searching them, finding marijuana and drug paraphernalia on them. Deputies tell us Davis is also charged with carrying a concealed weapon. CCSO says the duo are a part of the Phantoms Motorcycle Club, a group that considers themselves outlaws. The 2 have since bonded out. CCSO says they're still looking into the shooting and more charges may come. We should mention nobody was hurt in the shooting.
Well, that incident on the US41 bridge in Punta Gorda sparked chaos and fear. But today, business was back to normal at the Shell gas station, which had to shut down as deputies investigated. Terry Dawson, who works at the Jones Loop Road gas station, tells us he's happy the situation didn't end up worse for everyone involved, especially his coworkers.
We had 1 employee working. A little nerve-wracking, but all in all, okay.
And you can count on Gulf Coast News to keep you updated if any more charges are filed in relation to the incident.
Subscribe, everybody. So, I mean, out of all the bikers as a whole, these 2 dingleberries are like, you know, stupid individuals that fuck it up for everybody else. But anyway, the Phantoms Motorcycle Club is a 1% club that was founded in 1962 with links to the 1950s. There are multiple other clubs that use the word Phantoms within their club name. For example, the Phantom Outlaws Motorcycle Club, or the Road Phantoms Motorcycle Club, the Street Phantoms Motorcycle Club, the Highway Phantoms Motorcycle Club. These are not related to the 1% motorcycle clubs discussed in this article. All right, the Phantoms, and this information is coming from 1%bikers.com. Phantom MC history. The Phantoms was originally founded as a Phantom car club in the 1950s, and later in 1962, it changed to the Phantom Motorcycle Club after a vote by the members. Their motto is consistent of a skull wearing a knight's helmet. Their patch is a skull wearing a knight's helmet. They have chapters in Florida, Maryland. They have a Nomad chapter, and they have a chapter in Washington, D.C. In 1991, January 19th, former Phantoms motorcycle member Robert York was killed in Brandywine, Prince George County, Maryland. Robert York had assisted law enforcement with their investigation and is believed to have left the witness protection program shortly before his murder. 3 Phantom members were later charged with the shooting. So allegedly he testified against the club, and when he got out of the witness protection program, they killed him. They're allies with the Iron Horseman MC. And that's all the information that I have on them. I don't know if you guys if you want to see what their patch looks like. I can show you that. Here, I'll show you guys what their patch looks like. This is what their patch look like. It's a skull with a knight's cap on it. Nothing fancy. So in March 16, 2015, 6 leaders and members of the Phantoms Outlaw Motorcycle Club and Vice Lord Street Gang were convicted of violence racketeering related to crimes. Today, a federal grand jury in Detroit convicted 6 leaders and members of a violent Phantom Outlaw Motorcycle Club, many of whom were also leaders and members of the Vice Lord Street Gang, of conspiracy to commit murder and other violent racketeering and related offenses. So this club is not related to the other Phantom Club. But this club, the Phantom Motorcycle Club, used violence and plotted murder in efforts to prevail in a gang war against rival motorcycle clubs in Michigan and throughout the country. And its leaders and members attempted to kill anyone that stood in their way, the Attorney General said. The trials, convictions of gangs, national president, national enforcer, and 4 other members brings close to a dangerous organization, a violent reign. He said, I'm thankful for the courageous and diligent effort of our prosecutors and law enforcement partners who are successful in bringing down this criminal enterprise. The Detroit One partnership has focused on dismantling violent street gangs like this one because they cause harm to public safety in our neighborhoods. We'll continue to threaten and disrupt violent gangs in hopes of restoring peace to our residents in the community. I don't think they have any relation to the other Phantom Motorcycle Club. I don't think they don't have a chapter in Detroit, so it's a different club. Joe Blunts, how have you been, man? Darren, what's going on? Thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate you. You wear your cuts and you go to the next exit and discuss it and get Pepsis. So I got a funny video for you guys I wanted to show you. Speaking of the Iron Horseman, the Iron Horseman MC. There's a video. Oh yeah, I got some other news I forgot to tell you guys about. So the Big Bad Tough Twin Outlaw Brotherhood says that they're going to Sturgis this year. I wonder if they're going to wear their cuts. Don't go walking down a dark alley in Sturgis there, Twin Outlaw Brotherhood, because you might have some problems. These dudes are out of their minds. Let me see if I can find this video for you guys. So this has to do with an Iron Order member. And this is funny. Are you ready for this one, guys? Now, go subscribe to Gas Station Encounters. This is hilarious. And listen to the song when you watch this. Those are 3 Iron Order members.
Look at the counter when I walk in the store. Jif peanut butter, that's what I'm looking for. And you know that I'm stealing from this store.
So he grabbed Jiffy peanut butter, those little packs of peanut butter, right? You guys seen him grab it, right? So he grabs it right here. You can see him put it in his hand, right? And then he walks over here. Watch what he does. It's so funny. Here, I'll bring it back.
And you know that I'm stealing from this store. The peanut butter that I cannot afford. Nobody can stop it. It's part of the plan.
There you go, putting it in his pocket.
They go in my pocket. Now there's nothing in my hand. So I think.
Now this is in Kentucky. This is the Iron Horsemen in Kentucky, and they're brazen crimes against society.
I'll flip my water upside down, and then I guess I'll keep on looking all around. It's so hard to choose when I am hungry like a cow. I'm really confused on what to shoving to my mouth. Look of confusion. What am I doing? What am I choosing? I'm scooping a new him. A biggity new him. Oh hey, what's up? Thank you. Look what I found. I found me a Red Bull, but it ain't cheap. So guess I'll just look at all the Sammys with all of that meat. Yep, that's a lot of meat. That's a quarter pound in each sandwich, 3 slices of cheese, fresh made daily. Come on now. So he's gonna keep looking around. He's got his Aquafina and his Fig Newton in hand, and it looks like he spotted the sunglasses rack. So he's gonna come over here, he's gonna spin that around, and he's gonna start looking at all of our options. Apparently the shades on his head are not cool enough, but he doesn't want a pair, so he's gonna start looking at the cable selection. 10 feet long, $9.99. That's a good deal, but no, he doesn't want one of those either, so he's gonna come up to the counter.
I'm trying to check her out. Do you need a bag?
No.
He ain't done.
Ooh, a lightning aux cable adapter. Don't mind if I do.
Hey Richard, what's up, man? Thanks for watching. People that steal, they they try to play it off so good. This dude stole 2 packs of peanut butter, like those little packets of Jiffy, and a fucking aux cable right in front of the lady.
How many bikes down? 1, 2. It's the third one. Like the farthest pump down? No, it's far. It's a second pump, but on the other side of that one. On the far side. You said 15? Yeah.
You know what you do? The person at the register should do? They should just ring up this shit that they put in their pocket. They just ring that shit up too and be like, you gonna pay for it? But I don't think he gets caught until after. They don't notice until after when he looks at the footage.
Do you want that receipt? Thanks so much. Thank you. Oh, wait, is that liquor in Ohio?
And just like that, he got away with 3 single-serve Jif peanut butters and a lightning adapter. She gone! If you know this thief, let him know that he needs to turn himself into the local authorities so we can properly have him charged with theft for stealing peanut butter and a lightning adapter.
Can you believe it? Like, why? Thank you for getting a membership, Carney's Ride. I appreciate it. There's full interviews. Matter of fact, I just dropped Eric Auday's interview on members only. You could see the whole interview, not chopped up, about how he spent 3 years in Pakistan, and it's a really good interview. We got a lot of content on the way. I'm going to be getting some fresh interviews for you guys. And I have Miklo coming up. Miklo 1%er is going to be dropping.
This is Miklo 1%er, and I'm chatting with Stacks.
Talks about how he tries to help the motorcycle club community. And he makes a lot of really good points. But don't miss Eric Auday. He has a crazy story. He was on Locked Up Abroad, but he says that his documentary is a lot better. It's more intricate, more details, because Locked Up Abroad tries to jam all of this information into like 30 minutes. And they just leave so much out that it's kind of, you lose some of the story, a lot of the story. So you definitely want to check out his documentary. But here's Eric Auday.
How you doing? I'm Eric Auday. I wrote the book 3 Years in Pakistan, the Eric Auday story. If you haven't seen it on Locked Up Abroad or my documentary, 3 Years in Pakistan, you should check it out on Amazon. Also, I'm chatting with Stacks.
You could see that whole interview right now only on Chatting with Stacks on the membership. And if you're not a member, you're going to have to wait until it comes out. Each part 2 is dropping tonight at 10 o'clock. Remember, if you join the membership, you'll be able to watch all the videos full. They're not chopped up. You'll be able to see them straight through. But I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Carney says, I've seen Miklo on different channels. Yeah, shout out to Miklo. He's a great guy. He's doing some positive things for the motorcycle club community, and it's a good thing. You don't see a lot of that these days. But remember, if you want to donate to the show, you can hit up the Cash App at Chatting with Stacks. If you want to be a guest on the show, hit up my email at BillStacks2021, and we'll make it happen. I got an interview that's dropping soon with Wayne. Wayne is a former member of the Night Sinners out of Illinois. So you don't want to miss that one. It's a great interview. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, tonight is part 2 of the Eric Auday story. I appreciate every single person that watches this show. If you like this show, hit the like button. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, you already know what to do. Start your own fucking podcast. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.